Hi everyone, I'm Michael Manrique and I'm one of the Habit Guys. We teach realtors prospecting habits so they finally become top producing agents. And welcome to the Realtor Habits Podcast, where agents don't need more stuff, they need better habits. Before we get into today's episode, I want to ask you a question. Are you ready to take your prospecting game to the next level? At the Realtor Habits Podcast, we know that consistent prospecting isn't easy, but it's the secret sauce to building a thriving real estate business. That's why we're giving away our free real estate agent scripts to help you build the habit of prospecting with confidence. These scripts are crafted to help you overcome objections, stay authentic, and make those conversations flow naturally. Whether you're calling FSBOs, expireds, or reaching out to your sphere, these scripts are designed to get results while helping you stay true to yourself. Ready to get your hands on them? Download your free scripts today at HabitGuys.com/free. Again, that's www.habitguys.com/free. And start building the habit of consistently prospecting, because the listings you want are waiting for you to make the call. Don't wait. Grab your free scripts now and start changing your business one conversation at a time. If you know anyone that can gain value from this podcast, please do us a huge favor and share it with them. We're here to help as many realtors as possible, and we appreciate your help to do so. All right, let's get into today's episode. Today's episode is called Not Prospecting Because I Don't Want to Sound Like I'm Reading a Script. Today's episode is for anyone who's ever hesitated to pick up the phone or knock on a door because they're afraid of sounding like a robot reading a script. If that's you, don't worry. We're about to change that mindset and give you practical strategies to make your scripts sound natural, authentic, and most importantly, you. So let's get into it. Why scripts matter. All right, so let's start off by addressing the elephant in the room. Why scripts are crucial for success in real estate. According to a study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology, structured communication like scripts improves outcomes in sales because it reduces cognitive load. When you have a framework to follow, you're less likely to get frustrated, forget key points, or lose control of the conversation. So scripts help you stay focused, ask the right questions, and guide prospects toward a decision. But here's the thing. Scripts are only as good as your ability to deliver them authentically. That's where the fear of sounding robotic and salesy comes in. So how do we fix that? Okay. So before we get to the solution on how to fix that, let's unpack why agents are afraid of sounding scripted, right? Fear number one, I'll sound like a telemarketer. Well, according to a HubSpot study, 69% of buyers say they don't trust overly salesy approaches. This fear is valid, but the solution isn't ditching scripts. It's how you use them. Number two, I'll freeze if I forget my line. Performance psychologist Dr. Noah Kangamai explains that memorization without practice under real-world conditions leads to anxiety. Practicing scripts in a dynamic way builds confidence. All right. The next common fear is I'll lose my personality. Studies show that authenticity in sales drives higher engagement, but scripts don't erase your personality. They're tools to actually amplify it. So, how to make scripts sound natural? Let's discuss that now. Here are actionable strategies to overcome these fears and make your scripts your own. Personalize the script. The first thing to sounding natural is to make the script feel like it's coming from you. Edit phrases to match your style of speaking. For example, if the script says, "Hi, my name is, and I'm calling to let you know about a great opportunity in your neighborhood," you might say, "Hi, my name is blank. I wanted to share something I think you'll find helpful about your neighborhood." Practice it out loud. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that practicing out loud helps your brain internalize phrasing and tone. The more you practice, the more confident you'll sound. Typically, you want to do this ideally 10 minutes prior to going live and making real prospecting calls. No more than 10 minutes is needed. Number 3, use a conversational tone. Picture yourself having coffee with a friend. Slow down, pause naturally, and emphasize key points. Avoid rushing and sounding monotone. Number 4, role play with accountability partners. According to the Harvard Business Review, role playing is one of the most effective ways to improve sales performance. Find a colleague, mentor, or coach to help you practice real life scenarios. The 5th tip to help make scripts sound more natural is to focus on listening, not just talking. Scripts are not monologues. They're frameworks for two-way conversations. When you're truly listening to your prospect, your responses will feel more genuine. So let's talk about a real-world example here. I want to share a quick story where one of my students hated scripts, right? She said that they make her feel fake. And after working together for a while, she started using a version of the circle of prospecting or geo leads. And at first she felt awkward, but after a few days, actually it was like 3, I think, of practicing with a partner and recording herself and having me listen to her calls, she landed her first listing from a cold call. The key wasn't ditching the script. It was learning how to adapt it to her natural style and practicing until it felt second nature. It's important to understand that fundamentally, we all have internal scripts, and learning a real script is going to feel awkward. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but we need to go into that discomfort by continuing to practice, continuing to listen to ourselves, to continue to have feedback, ideally from a coach. And then we improve in the process. But the boundaries, the guide that the script provides allows you to make progress far quicker and more effective and efficient versus not having one in the first place. So here's a quick exercise to help you get started. Pick one of our scripts. Go to habitguys.com/free. And if you want, really, you can go ahead and rewrite any part that feels unnatural, but I would encourage you just to give it a shot first. Then practice reading it out loud for 10 minutes prior to prospecting. You want to record yourself and then listen back. Identify areas where you can, add more energy or pauses. And then go ahead and role play with a friend or mentor or coach. If you're interested in how we coach our students to get them to make at least 50 calls a day confidently, consistently, you go to habitguys.com and schedule a free coaching consultation. Again, that's habitguys.com/call, www.habitguys.com/call. And you just have to repeat this process daily until you feel confident. And that's really important to understand. Confidence comes after action, not before. So if you're searching for a feeling of confidence, it doesn't come until you consistently follow a process that gets you in a trajectory to move forward. And you have to rinse and repeat, and you need to reflect and review. And that is where confidence comes from. That's where the belief in yourself comes from, because you're providing proof, evidence of you doing the work that is necessary for your brain to change. And when your brain changes, you feel better about yourself. All right, let's wrap up with this. Scripts are not the enemy. They're your ally. The fear of sounding robotic is valid, but with practice, personalization, and intentionality, you can turn a script into a powerful tool that feels authentic and conversational. Hey everyone, before we wrap up today's episode, we're excited to offer just our loyal listeners now. If you've been enjoying the content and finding value in our podcast, we'd love to hear from you. Here's the deal. If you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, not only will it help us reach more real estate professionals like yourself, but we'll also send you a special thank you. Simply screenshot your 5-star review and email it to us at info@habitguys.com. As a token of our appreciation, we'll send you a signed copy of our book, The Habit House, absolutely free. This book is packed with all the strategies and insights you need to build powerful habits and take your real estate career to the next level. So head over to Apple Podcasts, leave that review, and claim your free signed copy today. Thanks for your support and for being a part of the Habit Guys community. In closing, here is the missing piece to your business. It's accepting that when you know better, you do not necessarily do better. You do better when you change your habits. Let us help.